Pilates class today, working the sides of the body. So really getting into the inner thighs, the outer thighs, the obliques, the waist, as well as the triceps and the shoulders. So we are going to use the ankle weights, hand weights, and the band. I say this every time, but if you don't have any equipment or you just have a few of the pieces, you can adjust and do this whole class without anything at all, without even a mat. Just put a towel down on your floor, something that gives you a little bit of cushioning, and follow along at home. So let's meet in our comfortable seated position, just taking a moment to ground into our mat. Then we're going to come to standing, and then we'll move back down onto our mats again. So palms facing up on your knees. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Close down through your eyes. Just growing a little bit taller through the crown of your head. We're going to take a big inhale through our nose for 4. Draw in for 3, for 2. Holding this breath at the top on 1. Letting your face soften, letting your jaw soften. Shortly, we're going to release this breath with a big sigh in 3, in 2, in 1. Sigh that breath out. Let's go again. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, holding at the top on 1. Just becoming completely present in your body. In 3, we're going to release with a big sigh. In 2, in 1. Sigh that breath out. One final time, draw this breath in. Big energizing inhale for 4, 3, 2, hold at the top on 1. In 3, we release. In 2, in 1. Sigh that breath out. Just feeling your body becoming really alive before we start this class. Then we're going to place this left forearm down to the mat. Exhale, reach this opposite arm over. Just beginning to open up through the sides of the body. Feeling your core engaged. Your bicep should be roughly in line with your ear, drawing your rib cage in. Reach these fingertips all the way down from your fingertips to your shoulder, to your hip. Feel the body stretch. Press up through the heel of your hand. Bring yourself straight over to the other side. Exhale, reach right forearm to the mat. Left forearm overhead. Really nice. Draw your core in. You might find one side of the body is a little bit tighter than the other. That's completely normal. Pilates allows us to find just these irregularities between the sides. So just give a little bit of an extra stretch to that side that's a little bit tight. Then press yourself back up through center. Let's take a big inhale overhead. Interlace these fingers. Flip these palms away. Slide your shoulder blades down your back. And then with a big exhale, let those arms circle back around and we will get going. So grabbing your hand weights, strap on your ankle weights if you're using them. Come to standing. We're going to bring ourselves into our lateral lunges. So feet are wider than your shoulders, toes face forward. Hands to palm in front of your chest. Tuck under through your tailbone. And we're going to lunge over to that right side. Bend everything into this right hip. Send your hips straight back. Draw your belly button to spine. Then press yourself away from your mat. So the more you press yourself away from your mat through this right leg, the more those inner thighs and those outer thighs are going to switch on. So already, if you're pressing, you should feel this. Now reach this left arm out in front of you. It's going to keep your hips square. Let's go for 9. Good. 8. Eye gaze down to the mat in front of you. 7. We're going to add on in 6. That hand that's reaching out stays in line with your shoulders. For 5. For 4. Inhale. Exhale, press up. That was 3. We have 2 more. Hold it down on this last one. Weights to chest. Now, as you press up, this leg lifts and it kicks. Drop down, reach, add that kick in. Perfect. Let's go 10. These are my favorites for the legs. 9, really good for your waist as well. 8. We're going for 7, having to challenge your balance as well. 6. Use your core to lift for 5, 4, 3. I want you to hold it up with that leg extended in 2. In 1, hold it here. Little pulses. 10, 9, 8. Switch your core in 7, 6. Come back into that lunge in 5, 4, 3, 2. Come back into that lunge. Hold it here. Little pulses. Imagine you're pressing up against a wall, then pressing away. 4, 8, 7. Wiggle your toes. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press up through center, straight over to the other side. Reach the right arm. Bring it back. Left side, reaching the right arm. Press it back. 4, 10. 4, 9. Make sure you draw that belly button up towards your spine to really get that glute to switch on. 8. Reach. 7. Good. So even as you reach, your hips stay square. 6. Wiggling for 5. Let's move for 4. 3. Use your breath. 2. Now, we hold it down on this last one. Weights to chest. Press against your mat. Add in that kick. Point the toe as you kick. Squeeze that waist. 4, 9. 4, 8. 7. Press that mat away. 6. 5. 4. Almost there. 3. We hold that leg in extension into. Squeeze your core. Final time, hold this leg up. Hold it up. Little pulses. Weights to chest. Tuck under through your hips. 8, 7, 6. Then we find that lunge again in 5, 4, 3, 2. Find that lunge. Hold it down. Pulse into that imaginary wall. 4, 10, 9, 8. Shoulders back. 7, 6, 5, 4. Dig a little deeper for 3, the 2. On 1. Press it up. Externally rotate these toes. Now, palms face away from you, arms at this extension. Slide down this wall, back is flat. At the bottom, take a bicep curl. Press it up. Send it down, bicep curl. Press it up. So your core is switched on here, working the arms, the shoulders, the sides of the body, inner thighs, outer thighs. We are going for 9. Once again, press through your mat. You'll get more out of the exercise. 4, 8. I'm running out of breath. 4, 7. 4, 6. Really press through your heels. Let's go for 5. Hold it down in 4. So with each one of these squats, your inner thighs should open up a little bit more. So press your knees back away from you. Let these inner thighs do the work here rather than your quads. We're going to hold it down in 2. On this final one, hold it down. Hold your bicep curl halfway and just pulse through the legs. Really nice. 4, 10, 9. Squeeze your glutes. 8. Let the knees open up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold on. 1. Now open these arms up to an angle. So your hands are over your legs here. Lift the right heel. Pulse into it. 10, 9, 8. Get into that inner thigh. 7, 6. Squeeze your core. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold on. 1. Send these arms out. Squeeze them in. Heel remains lifted. Send them out. Squeeze in. 4, 8, 7. Sides of the body. 6, 5. Let's go 4. 3. We're going to change sides in 2. Change sides on 1. Hug the elbows in. Drop that heel. Stay low. Lift the left heel. Pulse. Hold these elbows squeezed into your body. Holding the weights in that bicep curl. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here on 1. Heels lifted. Send the arms out. Squeeze in. Send them out. Squeeze in. For 8. Shoulders down your back. As the elbows come in, squeeze your shoulder blades together. For 6, 5. Could we dig a little bit deeper in this squat? 4, 3, 2. Your last one, can you hold your weights into your chest? Palms connect. Lift that right heel. Little pulses, heels lifted. Squeeze your glutes like you've never squeezed before. 10, 9, 8, 7. I'm starting to wobble. 6, 5, 4, 3. Keep squeezing your glutes. 2. Your final one, drop these heels down. Press it up. Whew. Pop your weights down. I want you to step to the back of your mat. From here, we're going to take a crawl out into our hovered bear hold. So our hovered box shape, whatever you know it as, our body holds our body weight. Roll your shoulders down your back. Lift this right foot, flex your foot. Hovered donkey kicks. Really nice. Squeeze. Good. Use your core. 4, 7. 4, 6. Don't dip into that lower back. 5, 4. Drive through the heel for 3. For 2. Big exhale at the top. Your last one. Pop your foot down. Just hold this shape. Hold. 10, 9, 8. Stay with me. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Drop your knees on 1. Roll out through the shoulders, and you're going to roll straight over onto your side. Right leg's on top. Keep getting hair in my mouth today. Okay, so we're on this forearm, right leg stacked. Draw up through this bottom rib. From here, we're going to rock back onto the fleshy part of our glutes. And as we rock back, send this top arm to an extension. Lift up, side teaser, hold, drop your feet to hover again. Exhale, lift. Squeeze your core, legs draw down to a hover. Keep lifting up and out of this bottom rib. Good. Really nice. We're going for 6. Inhale, lower. 4, 5. Then we're going to hold at the top. For 4. Really good. Sides of the feet pressed together. Nice and slow and controlled for 3. Let's hold at the top in 2. Hold at the top on 1. Hold it here. That bottom leg reaches towards the mat. Then it zips back up. It reaches. It zips back up. Good. Your core is working. Your inner thigh is working. 4, 7. 4, 6. Keep it going. 4, 5. For 4. Times like this, you really feel these ankle weights. 3, 2. Last one. Roll it down. Woo. Okay. Grab a hold of a hand weight. Once again, if you don't have it, don't worry about it. Stay up on this forearm. Your legs are going to come into this clam shape. Once again, your focus is on lifting up and out of this bottom rib. Weight comes behind the top knee, so we have a lot of extra weight if you have your ankle weights on and that hand weight. Lift your feet, hands on your hips. Draw through your core. It is working here. We open up, squeeze down. Exhale, open up, squeeze down. If you're using one of these bar weights, they can get a bit slippery as they have that cylinder shape. So really give it a good squeeze. Readjust if you need. We have 8 more. Use your core. 7. Keep lifting up and out of this shoulder. For 6, you don't want to be down here. For 5. Exhale to open, rotate on your big toes. We've got 4 more. Use your core to get this movement. For 3. Let's go 2. Now I want you to hold this knee open on 1. From here, rock back onto that fleshy part of your glute again slightly. Close that bottom knee to your top knee. Bottom knee to your top knee. Perfect. For 10. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 9. This weight. 8. 7. Your core is making this movement, your inner thighs. 6. Open up. 5. Nice and slow and controlled. For 4. For 3, you're rocked back slightly so your core is having to hold your weight. 2. Your last one, roll back. Keep that top leg open. Finish with those pulses. Bottom legs back into that clam shape for 10, 9, 8, 7. Squeeze that glute. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to lower it down on 1. Whew, well done. Pop that weight down. Extend that top leg long. Bottom leg stays bent. And we're now in our kneeling sidekick position. So find this nice long line between your body. Fingertips face away. Hand on your hips. Press these hips forward. Exhale, sidekick. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Outer glutes might be feeling a little bit tender right now. Good. So using your whole waist to lift, just like what we did standing. Now add on a pulse at the top. Good. We're going for 7 more. For 6. Check your body's holding that nice long line. You don't want to be swayed through that lower back. We have 4. Resist to lower for 3. Get those inner thighs. For 2. On your last one, hold it up. Little pulses. 8, 7, 6. Then we're going to add it on. 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower that leg down to the mat. Press through the side of your foot. Connect it to your mat. And the heel of your hand to lift. Squeeze this bottom knee to your top knee. Re-side kick. Good. 2 movements. Squeeze. Lower. Kick. Squeeze. Lower. Kick. Really nice. We have 8, 7. You should feel that bottom waist whacking. 4, 5. Sorry, 6. 5. Don't want to miss even 1 rep here. 4. Your core is going to feel it. 3. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 2. Could you finish with pulses? After this last one, knee to knee, lift, pulse again. 8, 7, press the hips forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, lower it down on 1. Fold over into your child's pose, press it back. Release through the shoulders, through your hips. Your shoulders can get quite the workout in that side position as well, so always just reset. All right, back over to the other side. So remember, we're starting with that hovered box shape with that donkey kick. So roll out through the shoulders, tuck the toes, lift your knees up, draw in through your core, all the stuff, and lift. Let's go. Left side, flex the foot, squeeze. For 10, 9, 8, good, use your core. 7, we go for 6, Hold that shape through the leg for 5, for 4, 3, just 2 more. Your final one. Drop that foot, lower to your knees and straight over onto that side. So left leg's on top. Lift up and out of this bottom rib. Extend this arm. Rock back. Let's move straight into it. Lift and lower. Good. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Don't let the feet touch the mat. For 6, for 5. Let's go for 4. Keep lifting up and out of this bottom shoulder for 3. Do you remember what's coming? I do. 2. Last one, hold it up. Lower that bottom leg down. Cut your mat. Relift. Lower. Lift. 4, 8. 7. Perfect. 6. Use the core. Use the inner thighs. For 5. 4. 3. 2. Your last one. Feet connect. Roll it back down. Reset. Grab a hand weight. And legs move into this clam shape. So squeeze that weight there. Feet lift, knees stay pressed together. Find your posture here. That is important. I stress that. Your core is getting a workout. So allow it to do all that work for you. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Place your hand on your hip. If you feel it creeping towards you here, just give it a little press down, hold it in place. Let's go. 7, 6, final 5, final 4. We're going to hold this knee open in 3, in 2. Okay, hold it open. This weight, I'm telling you, needs to stay in place. Rock back onto that fleshy part of your glute. Squeeze, squeeze. So let this knee drop all the way down, then relift using your core and inner thigh control. For 10, 9, really draw in through the core. 8, 7, 4, 6, exhale to lift that knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, make this your last one. Drop that bottom leg down to the mat. Reconnect those toes and hold that clam shape open. We pulse just to finish it off. 10, 9, 8, I'm barely moving now. 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Take that hand weight away. So top leg extends, bottom leg bends, side kick position. Let your shoulders melt down your back. You don't want to be up here. Fingertips face away, side kick. Really nice. Press these hips forward. Side kick. Let's go 10. Add that pulse. 9. Your hips might feel a little bit sticky at this point. That outer thigh has done a lot of work. Perfect. For 7, find that long line through the body. 6, keep your eye gaze if you can, not at me, down to the mat in front of you. It just takes a little bit of strain out of that neck. Tuck your chin back slightly. How many do we have left? I think we're at about 4. Let's say 4. That sounds manageable. 3, 2. We take pulses on this last one. Woo. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we lower down to the mat, add that knee squeeze at the bottom. So similar here to what we did in that clam shape, I guess. So using those inner thighs in that really isolated way, using the waist. We have 8. Really control both the movements though. One movement, whole different movement. So try just to take that pause in between to reset. You don't want them to all blend into one and just have momentum taking you through. You really want to squeeze into each side of the body. Now, where was I again? Let's go back to 4. I'm sure we're at 4. Maybe we're doing a little extra one. The 3. The 2. Now remember here, we're going to finish with pulses again. Last time, hold it up. Pulse 10, 9. Press these hips forward. 8, 7. Ooh, this is burning. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Our final one. Lower it down. Take that child's pose. But we aren't done yet. Draw your belly button back towards your spine. Now, we are going to grab this band and place it over our knees and return to our 4-point kneeling position. So you want about a medium strength band, even a light band. Sometimes that heavy band can just be far too much in a position like this. So I want you to hook it underneath that left knee so it's held between your knee and your mat. Let this right leg extend long. Rotate your elbows back towards you. These triceps are the side of the body, so they're going to get involved now. So we're going to kick this leg up. Now we're going to inhale, tricep press. Exhale, extend back. Tap your mat. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale, press up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So your breath changes with every move here. It's really helpful to get everything involved. We have 7. So with your band, you might not get the highest lift because you really don't need it. Just looking for that deep connection through the core. We're going for 5. Keep those elbows hugged in. For 4. For 3, hips stay square. 2. Final one. Lower that leg down. Now, your knees are going to come back to the mat. Cross that left forearm over in front of you. Your right hand is to palm. Your left knee still on that band. Open up. Fire hydrant shape. Good. Knee opens up to the side. Don't drop into that stabilizing leg. Good. We are going for 10. 9. Waist is working. Outer thighs, inner thighs. 8. 7. Go for 6. I know it burns. 5. 4. 3. Once again, you don't need a huge lift. 2. Last one. Drop it down. Unhook that band. Sit back into that child's pose. So the beauty of the band is it gives you much more resistance without the need for that full range of movement. So back to that position. This time the band goes over the right knee. Left leg's extended. We're back into those tricep push-ups. So make sure your Elbows are rotated back behind you to really get the back of the arms. Extend that leg. I'm hitting my pot plant. Extend that leg. Let's go. Inhale. Exhale, press up. Tap your mat. Good. Your core is heavily involved here, so make sure it moves with the body. I see a lot of people drop their chest down and the back arches. You want to try to work against that movement in the body as your core is missing out. Really nice. Exhale, press up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift that leg. Inhale, lower the body. Exhale, press it up. Start again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We have 5 more here. Your glute should be feeling this. If you don't have the band, do it without. We have just 3 more. But 2. Last one. And lower down. Cross that right forearm over in front of you. Keep that band underneath your right knee. Find that length in the body. If you're too close here, your core is going to miss out on this work. Let's go. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. For 10. Belly button to spine. 8. Give a light little press through this left hand. For 6. For 5. Whew, the band feels so good. 4. 3. Draw belly button back towards your spine. 2. Finish this last one off. And lower down. Take your child's pose. Gently rock side to side. Unhooking that band from your mat and bringing yourself up. You thought we might be finished there, but we carry on. So keeping that band hooked gently above your knees, coming onto your back. We're going to work the core using the resistance of the band. So it's going to feel so good, this extra resistance through your core. Hands behind the head, elbows wide. Ground your feet into your mat. You're going to exhale, crunch up, and at the top, keeping your feet planted, open that band to that little shaking point, then draw back in, not to close completely, then lower down. Exhale, crunch up, open your band using your outer thighs, inner thighs, and your waist, lower down. For 10, good. It might be the tiniest little movement. For 9. For 8, I really want you to think about the lower core here. For 7, it is working to open and close and keep this control. For 6, final 5, final 4, make sure you're not doming through your belly. For 3, squeeze those glutes to open, lower back is heavy into the mat. After this last one, we're going to hold it at the top here. So lift up, open your knees and hold. Take little pulses into that widest point. For 10, squeeze your core. 9, 8, 7, elbows wide. 6, 5, 4, keep your feet connected to the mat. 3, 2, lower it down on 1. Hands stay where they are. Legs come to tabletop. Flex your feet. Keep your band wide. All right, crunch up and hold. Just that right leg's going to press away, draw back in. Right leg presses away and draws back in. Good. Go for 10. Imagine you're pressing a really heavy weight away and standing it back in or dragging it back in through this knee. Let's go. 8. Don't let the core dome. 7, 6, 5, almost there. In 4, we're going to come into some crisscross. In 3, in 2, Really imagine that heavy weight. Last one, hold that tabletop position. Feet flex, crisscross, side to side, bicycles. Twist, twist, back against the bend for 8, 7, look towards your back elbow, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, make this your final one, hug it in, drop it down. Keep that bend where it is. Ground those feet. We're back into those crunches. Hands behind the head, crunch up, open that bend. Squeeze, lower. Exhale, open that bend, squeeze, lower. Let's go 10. Keep your feet connected. 9. So don't just open up like that. Make your inner thighs, your outer thighs. Do this last little bit of work. We have 8. My counting is terrible today. 7, I think 7, 6. Let's go for 5. For 4. Really squeeze that lower core. The 3. So when I say squeeze, almost like you're trying to stop yourself from going to the toilet, if that makes sense. 2. Now hold it up on this last one. Find your widest point and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower down on 1. Legs to tabletop. Keep this band stretched. Crunch up. Just extend that left leg this time. Work against your band. So stand that heavy weight away, but focus on this drag in just as much. Drag in. Stand away. Drag in. Perfect. For 9, if you feel your neck straining here, tuck your chin in. Keep your elbows wide. Otherwise, you can place your head down. For 6, drive with the heel. For 5. For 4, lower core in, lower back heavy. 3, crisscross into, crisscross on 1. Draw it in. Let's go. Feet are flexed. Stand away. Twist, twist. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hug it in. Really well done, everyone. Take this bend off. We are going to stretch it out. So if you can find a few extra minutes to stay with me for this stretch, it will be really helpful just to give that muscle that we've worked that extra bit of length. So in Pilates, we're trying to stretch the muscle as we strengthen them to create that really nice long lean muscle through the body. So just giving it that extra bit of length after you've worked it will really make the difference in your results. So ankle weights off. Let your arms go long, your legs go long. You might like to close down through your eyes. Sides of the feet pressed together. Just imagine someone is pulling you from both ends. Stretching out through your arms, through your legs. Letting your rib cage go in. Big inhale. As you exhale, let your arms circle around, hugging your knees into your chest. Drawing your core in, gently rocking side to side, just massaging that tailbone, releasing that lower back, releasing your core. Crossing these ankles over, rolling yourself up. And we are going to come straight into our pigeon pose to release those outer thighs, those outer hips, those outer glutes. So thread this right leg through into this pigeon pose. Square off your hips, make sure your core is still switched on as you find that fold forward. We hold a lot of tension, a lot of emotion in this area of our bodies, especially as women. So just using your breath to release anything you may be holding. Letting any stagnant energy, any stagnant emotion release and move through the body.